Welcome back to another one of my favorite videos, and that's where we review some skid steer attachments, because who doesn't like to play with full-size Tonka trucks? Today's video, broken teeth. Look how bent this is. Wolverine trencher. Don't forget to check out all my other videos of skid steer attachments. I bought all of the cheap attachments so you don't have to. Save yourself some money by watching mine first, because there's some you definitely shouldn't buy. I appreciate you guys watching. Let's go. I gotta say, the trencher is one of the coolest looking attachments. We're gonna finish this walk around and jump right back into it. Once you unbox it, here's what we look for. Before I start up anything, always check oil levels. That's found right here. This one, surprisingly, is full of hydraulic fluid. That's not very common, so always check that first before firing these up. Next thing, we're going to grease this bearing right here, so make sure you hit that Zerk fitting. This is one of the few moving parts on this machine, so really grease that up. First thing I did was immediately break off the Zerk fitting, so we're not off to a good start. Yeah, so just snapped it right off, so gonna put in a new one. Always carry a set of these. Picking that little head out of my grease gun wasn't fun. Let's try this again. See, that took a lot. Next thing we're gonna do is put the guide on. And enough putting it together, let's put this thing to work. Now I'm gonna start out here really slow. This is just at idle. Just gonna kind of get my bearings as how this thing works and what kind of speed. You can see I immediately start hitting up rocks and that old piece of wood and everything else down there. You'll see as I dig further that I'm getting into all kinds of stuff, hitting big rocks, and it's still mowing right through it. One of the mistakes I made when I first started using this is I had the arm of the machine a little bit too high. The arm should be all the way down, and then use your tilt to put the trencher in the ground. You can see that I'm building up a bunch of dirt directly behind the trencher because the auger isn't far enough on the ground to auger all of the dirt off to the side. So I learned to do that. This is my very first time using this trencher. You're literally seeing the very beginning, but take a look at the size of this rock that I brought up. So you're going to see some broken parts later, but this is a good zoom in right here on some of the stuff I was bringing up. It was breaking those apart and doing a great job of bringing them up. Let's turn on some background music and speed this up. Take a look at all the work we did. Cut back to real time real fast. Look how smooth the auger is kicking out dirt, making a perfect little line, and look how fast it's cutting through the dirt. Just took a second to figure out what I was doing. Take 2 seconds out of this time lapse to hit that like button. I'm a small channel. I do this for fun. A couple likes from you make a huge difference. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. I always enjoy a good one. Here's the last little bit of digging this trench. So what did we learn about this trencher? Let's take a look at some of the pros and cons. Your rock guide here could use some big upgrades. Setting these in place is pretty stupid. They normally have a spring mechanism that will, kind of basically kick dirt and rocks a lot better. You don't want this to be rigid, you want it to have some give, so that's something that needs to be improved. One thing, it's a big improvement of last year, is this big skid plate all the way around. You can see after using this, this is really clean. Lines are out of the way. They took my advice on adding a little bracket for protecting the hoses. This used to be out in the open, very easy to break, hit rocks, do whatever. So this big skid plate, that's a big improvement. I like how the new model has some adjustment in multiple spots. You want to be able to easily adjust these as they wear. So here's your chain tensioner. Also, depending on the type of trench that you're digging and depths, you can adjust the arm. I already spoke about the rest of it. Very easy to replace everything. The teeth, bearing is one of the #1 things to go out. There's a lot of force on that. Super easy to replace this one. It's also a much bigger guide bearing, so I like that as well. You can replace the auger. Look how bent this is. This is actually supposed to all be curved. It's really hard to see bends in an auger on video, but this is incredibly warped. That's from hitting these pavers over here. I'll show you. Here you can see some of the chunks we took out of the paver, but still. Here are all those hidden pavers that we hit. Anyways, lots of improvements. Also some downsides. Broken teeth rather quickly. Did break off a couple of these. Another one here. But I was hitting big rocks and I was hitting those pavers, and I really just revved it up because I don't care. I want to see what this thing can handle. Great big pinion gear. as a drive unit, which I really like. You can see that I'm digging in pretty clean dirt, but I'm still picking up stuff, so I want to make sure all of that is clear. And it's the end. Roger Ebert, is it thumbs up or thumbs down? Now, in the beginning on this attachment, I was a thumbs down. I thought that the damage for the work that we did what was a little excessive with the broken teeth and the bent auger. But then the more I thought about it, you know, I went back and watched the video in editing, and I realized that I just hammered through some stuff that I shouldn't have. The big rocks, especially those pavers. Check out this paver again one more time, the damage we did. I just throttled up because I don't care that much. But when I rewatched that, I realized, hey, I could have been much easier with this attachment. It would have performed a lot better. And when it comes to the performance itself, it saved me tons of time. I have a 1-foot bucket on my excavator. I can dig that out pretty fast. Not nearly as fast as the trencher. The trencher flies, it does a great job, it cleaned out very well, and the teeth are cheap and they're replaceable. So what? The auger is replaceable, and even though it's bent, it's still pushing dirt out to the side. So I'm not a 2 thumbs up on this one, but I'm a 1 thumbs up. I would buy this again. I plan on abusing the crap out of this. I have some long trenches to do way out to the end of my driveway to do a gate, so I'm going to use this thing a bunch. I do recommend it. I was going to say no at the beginning, but again, you know, I beat the crap out of it. Most of it was my fault, and the damage, it wasn't that big of a deal. So appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.